What's up everyone, welcome back to SHG Online. I'm joined with Daniel and Jordan and let's get into some training. Okay, so now we're going to get into our animal warm-ups. I'm joined with Jordan and he's going to be demonstrating all of them for us. So now we're going to start with our duck walks all the way across and all the way back. Notice how his hands are on his head and his chest is up. And he's all the way down, squatting down. And now we're going to be getting onto our crab walks as well. Making sure your hands are on the floor behind you and your legs are in front. And turning around as well. And next we're going to be doing our bear walks. Notice how his legs and arms are both straight on the floor, legs apart, making sure his knees aren't bending. And now we're going to be doing our goose strides. This is just the same as duck walk, only a little bit longer this time, making sure you're taking long strides out. And lastly, we have our caterpillar walks. So notice how his arms are moving, his legs stay where they are, and when his legs come in, his arms stay where they are. Making sure everything stays straight as well. And same thing all the way back. Alright, good job everybody. Now we're going to move into our next segment. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our stretching now. I'm doing it with Daniel and he's going to be demonstrating for us. So firstly, we're going to move down onto the floor and get into our seal stretch. Making sure your arms are straight, hands on the floor, and there's a nice arch in your back. We're going to hold that for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to be moving back into our lazy cat, keeping your legs where they are, just moving your bottoms back. Hands out in front of you, making sure they're straight. And we're going to hold that for 10 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to be getting into our straddle and we're going to be doing 10 bounces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Making sure your legs are straight out and your arms are straight as well. Now, after our straddle bounces, we're going to be doing our side lunges. We're going to be doing 10 of those as well. Making sure your front knee is bent and both your heels and toes are straight on the floor. And now we're going to be doing the other side. Holding that as well. Same thing, just making sure it's on the other leg this time. Okay, now we're going to be moving on to our rollback stretches. We're going to be getting onto the floor and we're going to be doing this 2 times, holding it for 5 seconds. Making sure if you can, try and get your toes to the floor. If not, you can just kick them up a bit. Rolling back up and down for another set. Holding this one again for 5 seconds. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good work everyone, now we're going to move on to our skills.
Okay guys, we're going to get started with our skills today. We're going to be starting off with some backward rolls. So make sure you've got some grass, you've got some carpet, or if need be, you've got some pillows to put down just in case. So we've got Daniel to demonstrate with me. We're going to start off with some tuck rocks. Like you should have practiced in the gym guys, your hands are ready to support your back and your head. So you're starting tuck position, you roll back and your hands are going onto the ground in support. Make sure guys, your hands are not turned around this way. See how Daniel's palms are up to the air? That's exactly where they want to be. So when he goes back, hands push off the ground and they rock you back into that tuck position. At home guys, I want you to do that 10 times, okay? Again, make sure to be careful with your head and those hands need to stay in the right place, palms up. Okay guys, so we're going to do that at home with us 10 times. Have a watch at Daniel's position and make sure guys those palms always stay up. That's 1, 2, and again guys, feet are together the whole time. 3, 4, 5, and your hands are pushing yourself off the ground using a bit of force. 7, 8, 9, and last one. 10. If you can guys, stand up at that last one. Okay guys, we're moving on to a full backward roll now. If you're not feeling super confident, practice those tuck rocks we were just doing before. Make sure you've got a really good understanding of that. Make sure your hand position is right. and then you can move on to this one with us. So Daniel's going to give us a demo first of a backward roll, and then we're going to break it down for you. You start in that squat position, and you can see he's finished on his feet. So Daniel's going to jump back in that position over here, and we're going to go step by step together. So you're starting, guys, all the way down to the ground. Hands can be just fingertips on the floor, or you can go full palms. But the important part is knees together and knees bent nice and tight. From there, you're rolling back like our tuck rocks. Your hands come up to the ground, and your knees are going over the top. It's very important to push with both hands at the same time, and your feet are coming under, so they land on the ground over there just like that. So guys, watch one more time. So squat position, you're rolling back, keep your head nice and straight, palms up, and you push both hands at the same time, and it should deliver you nicely into a squat position with your feet on the ground. So guys, at home, I want you to practice that 5 times. If you've got a nice piece of carpet or some grass, that'd be great to try, guys. And again, be careful, make sure hands are always pushing away, and take this nice and slowly. Okay guys, next one we're going to be moving on to some more 3G and parkour style rolls. So this skill is going to be a backward roll over one shoulder. You're only using one hand to support yourself. This is in case you fall backwards, you trip, you're moving backwards, you're not sure where your ledge is, anything like that, guys. This is a messy skill just to stop you from crashing, okay? So Daniel's going to demo for us first, and again, we're going to break it down for you. So that same squat position, and have a watch. His head is turned, and it's a very crooked backward roll. You're landing on your knees, sometimes you'll be on your feet. Again, this is messy. This is a skill to stop you from crashing, to stop you from falling. So jump in that squat position again. So guys, you're starting very similar to that normal backward roll. Hands again can be on the ground, they can be flat. Exactly the same starting position. You roll back, and it's one hand coming up to the ground. Your other hand is down to the side, ready to keep you stable for whatever surface you're on. You're rolling on your knees, and again, guys, it's just a careful landing if you can. So Daniel's going to do one more. This one will be full speed, so you can watch again. So roll back, one hand up, one hand down, crooked, and it's keeping your head safe and out of the way. So guys, again, at home, on some grass, on some carpet, have a practice of that 5 or 6 times. You can do this in between regular backward rolls as well. It's good just to get your coordination and to get that understanding of the skill. Okay guys, we're going to get into some parkour and some more like tricking skills now. So at home, what you're going to need. You're going to need a chair, you're going to need a couch, a box. Guys, make sure mum and dad know you're doing this one. If you don't have that kind of thing that's nice and stable, you might have to tune in for a different lot of skills with us, okay? So Jared's going to demo for us first. Guys, again, make sure those chairs are stable. If you've got someone to hold them, something like that, make sure you've got cushions, grass, something soft around so it don't fall down. So what we're doing to start off with is a bunny hop Kong. So Jared's going to demonstrate for us first, and then we're going to break it down. So guys, what Jared's doing, hands are supporting on your chair, on your couch, whatever you've got, and then you're jumping your feet up on top to support, okay? Your hands are that main point of contact. If that's a little bit tricky, you're not sure where your feet are, you can start on your knees. So Jared's going to do that again, and he's going to land on his knees. But those hands are in that same position. So his hands up onto your knees, and ultimately, guys, you want to be on your feet in that squat position. Okay, so at home, guys, practice that 3 or 4 times. Jared's going to do one more for you to watch. Again, it's hands first, and then feet come up. Nice. Okay, guys, and again, make sure that equipment you've got is nice and stable. Okay, guys, so we've got our next drill for that Kong vault that we're practicing. Again, guys, make sure your equipment is nice and stable. Our chairs, guys, obviously they're not bolted down, so we've got me and we've got Daniel to keep them stable. Check with mum and dad, get them to hold on to things for you. Again, if it's wobbly, you're gonna have to find some other way, some pillows, something like that. Just make sure what you've got is safe, guys. So, Jared's going to demo for us again. This is just like our last bunny hop drill, except instead of stopping your feet on top of the chairs, they're coming all the way through to this side, and you're going to be in a seated position. So we've got Daniel and I keeping these chairs nice and stable, and we've got Jared doing this vault. So guys, just like the bunny hop, it's hands in support first, and your feet are coming through to the other side, and then Jared's sitting down nicely on these chairs. So have a watch again. And very specific, guys. Hands need to go down first. They're your first point of contact. So hands, feet come through. It's a little bit of a bounce, and you end in that sitting position. Guys, again, at home, practice that 5 or 6 times. Make sure you're feeling comfortable with your hand support. Make sure you understand where your feet are. And again, you can stop on the chair if you need to in that halfway bunny hop point, just to get a bit of understanding. Okay guys, I hope you've done a really good job on those past 2 drills that we've been practicing. Now we're moving on to a full Kong. Again guys, can't state this enough. Make sure the equipment you're using is nice and stable. Make sure mum and dad know you're using it. We don't want anyone falling over unnecessarily. So again, Daniel and I are here to hold these chairs, and Jared's going to be doing a full Kong vault through the chairs. So have a watch first, and then we'll break it down. So guys, very similar to that last drill we've done. There's a little bit more power involved. There's a little bit more of a push on your hands, but it's that same motion. Hands on the chairs, the legs come up and they go through the other side. So again, watch Jared. So it's hands, feet up, and you're jumping all the way through, guys, okay? This time, just make sure your feet are nice and high so they're not clipping the edges of those chairs. Again, if you need to, you can stop halfway in that bunny hop position. So watch Jared one more time. Take a look at his hands, take a look at that pop motion. So pop over the top. And guys, again, practice that at home 5 or 6 times. You can take it slow for the first few, don't rush. And again, make sure your equipment is nice and stable. Okay guys, so we've been doing a lot of work on our arms today, so our cool down is just going to be to work those joints out and loosen up after this hopefully really hard training session you guys have done. So guys, fingers together, rolling your wrists around. Good, and that's going to be for about 10 seconds, or about 7, 8, 9, 10. When you're done, fingers forwards. And again, holding that for 5. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you're done, arms up in that same position. Stretch up to the ceiling for 5 seconds. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you're done, give your arms a bit of a shake down. And when you go down onto our knees, walk your fingers out in front, and we're stretching our shoulders down. And you're holding that for 5 seconds, guys. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you're done, bring both your arms in, and you're going to put your right arm out to the side. And again, same finger position, and stretching one shoulder at a time for 5 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you're done, give your arms a bit of a shake, jump back up. Stick your left leg out in front, and we're going to do 5 circles with your feet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, guys. Give everything a bit of a shake. Okay, guys, so good work on those skills. Backward rolls are something you can practice throughout the week. Again, guys, they're a really good skill to know and to know very well. Those Kong bolts, as long as you've got the good equipment at home, there's someone to hold those chairs. It's also something that's really good to keep practicing, guys. It's going to help when we get back into the gym. I hope everyone had fun watching today's videos. I hope you've been joining us for all the previous videos, and tune in again next week, guys, and we'll see you then.